Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anunta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a turtle. Here it is. It looks like this, and for this one I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used my this 3 mm of the hook. Here it is, 3 mm of the hook. So let's begin. So here it is. We will start with a magic circle. So just have your this first color and we will start with the head in here. So for that, just have your this yarn and we will start with a magic circle. So just have your this magic circle here, and here just have a chain one. Now this chain one is not a stitch. I made this chain one only to secure my this magic circle. Now here for my round number 1, I will have 6 single crochets into my this magic circle. So just insert your hook, grab your yarn and have your this first single crochet, go to the magic circle and have your this second single crochet, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here it is. I got my this 6 single crochets here, and now I will just pull my this yarn, my loose end, and here it is. This is my round number 1. Now here for the round number 2, we will start working in a spiral way. So here it is. Just go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch here like this, grab your yarn and you're gonna have 2 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's gonna be your first stitch of your round number 2. So here it is. I'm just gonna have my this stitch marker here. So just have the stitch marker so that you will remember that this is your first stitch. Now for this round number 2, we will have 2 single crochets into each stitch. So just keep on having 2 single crochets into each stitch, and by the end of this round number 2, we will have 12 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end here. Here it is. I've got my this 12 single crochets here for my this round number 2 here. And now for my round number 3, I will just take out my this stitch marker and I will go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch, grab a yarn and have this first single crochet here. And now here we're going to have our this stitch marker back on, and now for this round number 3, we will have 1 single crochet here, and then we will go to the second stitch, and here we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So just simply go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets here. So it's 1 and 2, and now we will repeat over this pattern all the way around and over this round number 3. So again, we will go to this next stitch, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet, go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Keep on repeating this pattern, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. Keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this round number 3, we will have 18 single crochets, and I will meet you here at the end. Here it is. At the end of my this round number 3, I got my this 18 single crochets, and now for my round number 4, I will simply take out my this stitch marker and I will go to this next stitch, and here I will have 1 single crochet. So this is going to be my first stitch of my round number 4. You can have your this stitch marker back on, and here we will go to this next stitch. Now here we will have 1 single crochet only. So here it is. First 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet only, and now we will go to this third stitch, and into this third stitch we will have 2 single crochets. So it's 1 and 2. Again, we will go to this next stitch, and next 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So just go to this next stitch, it's 1, go to this next one and have 1 single crochet, go to this third stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. And now we will repeat over this pattern all the way around on this round number 4. So again, next 2 stitches have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and into this third stitch have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. Again, next 2 stitches have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and into this third stitch have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So keep on repeating this pattern all the way around, and by the end of this round number 4, we will have 24 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. At the end of my this round, round number 4, I got my this 24 single crochets, and now I will take out my this stitch marker, and for my round number 5, we will have 1 single crochet on each stitch. So simply just have your this first single crochet on your this first stitch of your round number 4. This is your first stitch of your round number 5, and now here for this round, round number 5, we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch, and by the end of this round, round number 5, we will again have our 24 single crochets. And now we will repeat about this round number 5 on our this round number 6 and now round number 7. So for our round number 5, 6 and 7, our 3 rounds, we will have 1 single crochet on each stitch, and each round will have 24 single crochets. Now always have your this stitch marker on your this first stitch, so that you will remember that which round you have been working on and which is your first stitch. Now keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch for this round, round number 5, and for round number 6 and for round number 7, and I will meet you after my round number 7. And here it is. After my round number 7, it looks like this. And now here we will attach our this eyes in here. So for that, I will simply gonna use this smaller eyes. Now here I will count my round number 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in between this round number 4 and 5, I'm just gonna insert my this eyes on this one side. Here again, we will go to this rows between 4 and 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So between row 4 and 5, simply insert your this second eye. Here it is, and now I will simply close my this eye so that it will not be loose. Here it is. And now for the next round, round number 8, we will decrease our stitches here. So for that, I'm just going to take out my this stitch marker, and here first 2 stitches I will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So just go to this first stitch and have your this 1 single crochet and have your this stitch marker back on. Now go to this next stitch and have your this 1 single crochet. And now for this next 2 stitches, we will have our 1 decreased stitch. So here we are going to have 1 invisible decrease. So for that, just insert your hook into the front loop of your this next stitch and pull up a loop. Here it is, like this. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook into the front loop of your this next stitch as well, and pull up a loop. So here it is. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is your 1 invisible decrease. So here it is, and we will repeat about this pattern all the way around, and about this round, round number 8. So again, for next 2 stitches, have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 2, and now again next 2 stitches we will have our 1 invisible decrease. So here it is, just insert your hook into the front loop of your this both the stitch, next 2 stitches, and pull up a loop, and you're going to have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Here it is, and by the end of this round, round number 8, we will have 18 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. I got my this 18 single crochets at the end of my this round, round number 8. And now for round number 9, we will again decrease our stitches. So I'm just going to take out my this stitch marker, and I will go to this first stitch. Now here have 1 single crochet into this first stitch, into this 1 stitch, and have your the stitch marker back on. This is the first stitch of your round number 9. And now for next 2 stitches, we will have our decreased stitch. So here it is, just insert your hook into the front loop of your this next 2 stitches and pull up your loop. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And now we will repeat about this pattern all the way around, and over this round, round number 9. So again, insert your hook into this next stitch, grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet. Now go to this next 2 stitches and have your this 1 invisible decrease here, and here it is. It looks like this. And now by the end of this round, round number 9, we will have 12 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. By the end of this round, round number 9, I got my this 12 single crochets, and now we will fill our this head here. So for that, we are going to need our this soft tie filling. So just have your this soft tie filling, and while filling this head, just keep in mind that your this fill is not too tight. So here it is, just have your this fills in, softer feeling, and here it is. Make sure you're not having it too tight. Here it is, like this. And now for round number 10, simply just have this hook on, and I'm just gonna take out my this stitch marker, and here for round number 10 we will repeat our round number 9 here. So for that, just go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch, grab your yarn and have your 1 single crochet here, and have your this stitch marker back on. And now for next 2 stitches we will have our this invisible decrease. So for that, just insert your hook into the front loop of your this next 2 stitches. It's 1 and 2, grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Again, go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet, and again go to this next 2 stitches and have this 1 invisible decrease. And by the end of this round, round number 10, we will have 8 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. Here it is. Here it is. I got my this 8 single crochets here, and now I will just take out my this stitch marker. I will go to this first stitch and will insert my hook and will grab the yarn, and here I'm gonna have 1 slip stitch just to secure our this round. And here it is. I'm just gonna cut my yarn in here and just secure your this last stitch, and here it is. Our head is ready, and now we will start making our this legs. So here it is. I'm gonna use the same yarn, and here again I'm gonna have 1 magic circle, and I will pull up a loop here. We'll have my this 1 chain 1 to secure my this magic circle. Now here into this first round, into this magic circle, we will have 8 single crochets. So just insert your hook into this magic circle, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. That's gonna be your second single crochet, 3 and 8. So here it is. We got our this 8 single crochets here, and now I will simply just pull my this yarn, my loose end in here like this. And now for our next round, round number 2, insert your hook into this first stitch here like this, grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops in a hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loop, and that's gonna be your first stitch of your round number 2. Have this stitch marker back on, and here for this round, round number 2, we will have 2 single crochets into each stitch. So by the end of this round, round number 2, we will have 16 single crochets, 1, 6, and I will meet you after that. So here it is. I got my this 16 single crochets here, and now I will take out my this stitch marker, and for my this round, round number 3, we will have 1 single crochet here on our this first stitch. Have this stitch marker back on, and now for this next stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this next stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Again go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet only. Again go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So keep on repeating this pattern, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets. Keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this round, round number 3, we will have 24 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. By the end of this round, round number 3, we got over this 24 single crochets, and now for our round number 4, I will simply take out my stitch marker. We'll go to this next stitch and we'll have 1 single crochet, and here we will have 1 single crochet on each stitch for our this round, round number 4. So again for our this round, round number 4, we will have 24 single crochets. So just keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch here on your this round, round number 4, and I will meet you after my 24 single crochets. Here it is. I got my this 24 single crochets on my this round, round number 4, and I will simply tighten up my this magic circle here. And now here I will just take out my hook, and I will take out my this stitch marker as well, and now we will fold our this work. So simply just fold your this round here. Remember, this is your front side, this is your back side, and hide your this end inside here, and now fold your this 2 parts here. Now this is your last stitch. I will go to this next stitch and will insert my hook into my this next stitch here like this, and I will grab my this last loop here through my this first stitch and will make a slip stitch here. So this is our slip stitch. Now have a chain 1, and now insert your hook again into that both the stitch. So into this first stitch and into this last stitch here, like this. Insert your hook in here, grab your yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again, go to this next stitch, next 2 stitches, and insert your hook like this and grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet. Now keep on having 1 single crochet on this both the sides, and by the end you're gonna have your 12 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. We're gonna simply attach over these 2 parts here like this. And here this, I've got my this 12 single crochets here, and now I will cut my yarn, I'll secure my this last stitch, and here it is. Now hide your this end in. So for that one, just gonna have my this needle and will hide my this end inside. So I'm just gonna take this end in like this. Here it is. You can cut this excess yarn or you can hide it in, and here it is. Now make 4 legs. Here it is. So we already got over this 1 leg, and we're gonna make another 3 just like this. So repeat the pattern, and I will meet you after that. And here it is. We got over this 4 legs here, and now we will start making over this upper body. And for that, for this shell, I'm just gonna change the color of my yarn. So just change the color of your yarn, have a magic circle, and here into my this magic circle, I'm just gonna have this chain 1. Now this chain 1 is not a stitch. I have made this chain 1 only to secure my this magic circle. Now here into this round number 1, we will have 6 single crochets. So just insert your hook, grab your yarn, and have 6 single crochets here on our this first round, round number 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here it is. Have you the 6 single crochets? I'm just gonna tight my this magic circle, and here it is. I've got my this round number 1 with my 6 single crochets. Now here I will go to this first single crochet. So just go to your this first single crochet, insert your hook like this, grab your yarn, and have 1 single crochet here. Now this 1 single crochet is your first single crochet of your round number 2, and here for round number 2 we will have 2 single crochets into each stitch from our previous round. So here it is. We will have 12 single crochets here for this round, round number 2. So keep on having 2 single crochets into each stitch, and I will meet you after my 12 single crochets into my this round number 2. Here it is. I got my this 12 single crochets here, and now I will take out my this stitch marker here and go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch, and grab your yarn and have this 1 single crochet here. That's gonna be your first single crochet of this round, round number 3. Now here we will have 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets, and by the end of this round, round number 3, we will have 18 single crochets. So here it is. Into this first stitch, have only 1 single crochet. Go to this next stitch, into the second stitch, and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Again, go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet only, and go to this next stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. Keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end, you're gonna have your this 18 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. Here it is. I got my this 18 single crochets here, and now I will take out my this stitch marker, and I will go to this first stitch and we'll have 1 single crochet here. Here it is, and have your this stitch marker back on. This is your round number 4. Now here for this round, round number 4, we will have 1 single crochet here into this first stitch. Go to this second stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. Now go to this third stitch and have 1 single crochet only. Here it is, and you got your this first 4 stitches here. Now we will repeat about this pattern all the way around on this round, round number 4. So again, go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet only. Go to the second stitch, next stitch, and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch, and go to this next stitch, into this third stitch, have 1 single crochet only. Here it is. Repeat this pattern all the way around, and by the end of this round, round number 4, we will have 24 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. Here it is at the end of this round, round number 4, I got this 24 single crochets, and now for round number 5, I will simply take out this stitch marker, go to this first stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn and have this first single crochet here, and now simply have this stitch marker back on, and now here for our first 3 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, have this first single crochet, go to this next one and have this 1 single crochet, go to this next stitch, into this third stitch and have 1 single crochet here. So here it is, first 3 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and we will go to this next stitch into this 4th stitch, and into this 4th stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2, and now we will have first 5 stitches here, and here we will repeat this pattern all the way around on this round, round number 5. So again, first 3 stitches have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Now go to this 4th stitch and have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. You got another 5 stitches here. So keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this round, round number 5, we will have 30 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. At the end of this round, round number 5, I got this 30 single crochets, and now for round number 6, I will simply take out this stitch marker here, and I will go to this first stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have your 1 single crochet here, have your stitch marker back on. This is your first stitch of your round number 6, and now here first 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here just have your 1 single crochet into each stitch for your this first 2 stitches. Now go to this 3rd stitch, and into this 3rd stitch we will have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Again, we will go to this next 2 stitches, and here into this next 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, it's 1 and 1. Here it is, and you got here this first 6 stitches here, and we will repeat this pattern all the way around on this round, round number 6. So again, for this first 2 stitches, have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 1. Into this 3rd stitch, have 2 single crochets into this 1 stitch. So it's 1 and 2. And again, next 2 stitches, have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 1. Here it is. You have added up another 6 stitches into this round, round number 6. Now keep on repeating this pattern all the way around, and by the end you're going to have your 36 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. At the end of this round, round number 6, I got this 36 single crochets, and now for round number 7, 8 and 9, for the next 3 rounds we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, simply just take out this stitch marker and go to this first stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet, have the stitch marker back on. Always remember to have the stitch marker on every first stitch of your every round. So here it is. This is our first stitch of our round number 7, and here for this round, round number 7, we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So at the end of this round, round number 7, we will have 36 single crochets. Simply have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and we will repeat this round number 7 until our round number 9. So keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch for your this round, round number 7, and for your round number 8 and for your round number 9. And remember, your each round will have 36 single crochets, and do not forget to have the stitch marker on every first stitch of your every round. And I will meet you after my round number 9. And here it is. After my round number 9, it looks like this. And for our next round, round number 10, I will simply have a chain 1 and will turn my work. So have a chain 1 and turn your work, and you will be here on this back side of your this shell. And now here we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch for this round, round number 10, but we will have each stitch our back loop only single crochet. So here it is. This is our chain one. So we will not count this chain one as our stitch. Go to this first stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of this first stitch here like this, and grab a yarn and have one single crochet here. Again, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into the back loop of this next stitch here like this, grab a yarn and have one single crochet. Now keep on having one single crochet back loop only into each stitch of this round number 9, and by the end of this round number 10, you're gonna have your this 36 single crochets, and all of your this stitches will be back loop only single crochets. So here it is. Keep on having one single crochet back loop only into each stitch, and I will meet you at the end here. Here it is. I got my this 36 single crochets here, all back loop only for my this round number 10. And now here I will simply cut my yarn. So cut your yarn and secure this last stitch, and here I'm going to use a needle. So it is, just have a needle, and now here this is our first stitch, and I will go to this second stitch here. So skip your this first stitch, go to the second stitch and insert your this needle into this second stitch here like this, and grab a yarn here, and now insert your this needle into this last stitch, into the loop of your this last stitch here like this, and take out your this needle from the front. Now this is your front side and this is your inside. This is your outer part. So this is your outside. So here it is. Just have your needle like this, and here we are going to create a fake stitch. Here it is. Here it looks like this, and now hide your this end in, and I will meet you after that. So here it is. We got our this shell ready, and now we will go to any of our these stitches. Now remember, this is our row number 9, and we have worked on our row number 9 on the back loops only. So we got our this front loops here. So we will just insert our hook into any of our this front loop of our this row number 9 here like this, and we will attach our this first color. So remember, this is my first color, and I will attach my first color in here like this. I'm gonna have a chain one. Now this chain one is not a stitch. I've just made this chain one to attach my this yarn in here, and it looks like this. Now I will again go to that same stitch, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet, and this is our first single crochet. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have one single crochet. So here it is. We're going to have 2 single crochets here, 1 single crochet into each stitch, and now we will attach the head in here. Now here we're going to attach our head like this. Now this is the shell and this is the outer side, and this is the inside. So always have your head like this. So if you want, so this one will go like this. So this part we want to be on the top. I'm just going to turn it here like this, and our head will be here like this. So this is the outer side, this is the head, and now we will attach our head in here like this. Now here, if you remember, we had 8 stitches at the end. So here we will insert our hook into this first 2 stitches. So insert your hook into the first 2 stitches here like this. It's 1 and 2, and now we will go to this 3rd stitch. So here it is. Just go to this 3rd stitch on your this shell here, insert your hook into the 3rd stitch here. So this stitch is already taken. I'm going to go to this 3rd stitch, the next stitch here. Remember, we are working on our round number 9, and take the front loop. Here it is. Just yarn over and pull up a loop here like this, and have one single crochet. Again, we will go to this next stitch, insert your hook on both the sides. So you're going to have 2 stitches here. So insert your hook on your this next 2 stitches here, and go to this next stitch on your this shell, insert your hook and pull up a loop through all of your this stitches, and yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. That's going to be your 2nd stitch. Again, insert your hook into this 2 stitches here like this, and go to this next stitch. That's going to be a 3rd stitch, and here it is. It looks like this. Now yarn over and pull up a loop through all of your this stitches here like this, and have one single crochet. That's going to be a 3rd single crochet, and go to this last 2 stitches here like this, and insert your hook into this fourth stitch here like this. And now again pull up a loop and have your this fourth single crochet. So in total you're going to have 6 single crochets. First 2 single crochets here, and then you got another 4 single crochets to attach your this head. And if you have any of your this loose ends like this, you can simply hide them inside your this shell here like this. Now we will go to this next 2 stitches, and here we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So simply just go to this next 2 stitches. So we already have work on this stitch. We will go to this next stitch, and here we will have 1 single crochet on each stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Here it is. Now we will attach our this first leg in here. Now always remember that your this round side will be here like this, along with your this head, and it has to be here. Now here we will attach our this first leg. So for that I'm just gonna have my this leg like this. Always remember to have your this leg in this way, because we're gonna work on our this stitches. So next stitches will be on here. So here it is, we need our leg in here. Now we're gonna count 3 stitches from here. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Insert your this hook into this third stitch and go to this next stitch here and insert your hook, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook, go to this shell and have your this second single crochet. Go to this third stitch, your last stitch in here, and insert your hook into this shell into this round number 9 and grab a yarn and have this third stitch here. So remember we have 3 stitches here and it looks like this. So here it is, your leg should be like this. Now for next 6 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So simply just go to this next 6 stitches and keep on having 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 here like this. Now we will attach our the second leg and it's gonna be exactly the same. So here it is, it's gonna be exactly the same way. So just have your leg like this, insert your hook into the third stitch here. So count your stitches, it's 1, 2 and 3. Insert your hook into the third stitch and insert your hook into the shell and simply just attach your this both the sides with the help of single crochets. So here it is, keep on having 1 single crochet here, and with 3 more single crochets we will attach our this 2 sides together. Here it is, here like this. And now for next 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, just simply have 1 single crochet into each stitch here like this. So have this 2 single crochets here, and now we will chain up 3 in here. So it's gonna be 1, 2 and 3, chain up 3, and here turn your work and have slip stitches into this second and third chain. So just insert your hook into this next stitch, grab yarn and have 1 slip stitch here, and go to this next stitch and insert your hook, grab yarn and have 1 slip stitch here. And this is your tail. So we're going to create a tail in here. And now for next 2 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, it's 1 and 2 here like this. So here we have created our little tail in here and it looks like this. And now we will attach our this third leg here. So for that simply we will have our this third leg here like this. So it has to be here. So your third leg will be here like this. So again this round side will be on your this head side here. Simply just turn your this third leg here and insert your hook into the first stitch of your this leg. Go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this next stitch, and here again we will have 3 stitches. So it's 1, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into both sides and have this second single crochet and insert your hook into the third stitch and grab a yarn and have this 1 single crochet. So here it is, your third leg is attached. Now here again next 6 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is, simply just have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And now we will have our this last leg. So again, I'm just gonna have my leg like this, and we'll have this round shape on my this face side. Here it is. Just have your leg like this, insert your hook into the first stitch, go to this next stitch here, grab your yarn and attach your leg in here, and here again you're gonna have another 3 stitches. So that's 1, this is our second stitch, and that's gonna be our last stitch, our 3rd stitch. And here it is. If you will count your stitches all the way around, you got your this 36 stitches, and your work will look like this. And here it is. This is your final results. Here it is. So on this round number 1, we got our this 36 stitches, and we are here. So we have already worked on our this last stitch, and this is our first stitch. So just simply go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch here, and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's gonna be your first stitch of your round number 2. And simply have your this stitch marker here so that you will remember that this is your first stitch. Here it is. Now for our round number 2, first 4 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. We got over this first stitch, go to this next stitch, and here then have 1 single crochet. That's gonna be our second single crochet. Go to this next stitch and have your this 3rd single crochet, and go to this next stitch and have this 4th single crochet. So here it is. First 4 stitches have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and here we will make a decrease. So here it is. We are gonna attach over these 2 stitches together. So just insert your hook into the front loop of this next stitch, into this 5th stitch, grab a yarn, go to this next stitch, into this 6th stitch, insert your hook into this front loop here like this, and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and this is our decrease. So here it is. And now we're gonna repeat over this pattern all the way around, and over this round number 2. So again, next 4 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and again for next 2 stitches we will make our decrease. So insert your hook into the front loop of your this next 2 stitches and pull up a loop. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Now keep on repeating this pattern all the way around, and by the end you're gonna have your 30 single crochets. So keep on repeating your pattern until here, and I will meet you and will tell you how to work on your this tail. Here it is. I got my this 19 stitches here. I got my this first 4 stitches here, and here I'm gonna make a decrease. So for that I will just pull my this tail into this outer side. So this is our outer side. Just pull it outer side, insert your hook into this stitch in here, into the front loop of this stitch here like this, and pull up your this loop, and go to this next stitch and pull up your loop here like this. And now simply yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and always remember to have this tail outer side. Here it is. Now keep on repeating this pattern. Keep on having 4 single crochets into each stitch, and then have your decreased stitch, and I will meet you after that. And here it is. At the end of my this round number 2, I got my this 30 stitches, and it looks like this. And now I will take out my this stitch marker, and here for our round number 3, first 3 stitches we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. Simply have this first single crochet here, and have this stitch marker on, and now this is your first stitch. Go to this next stitch and have this second single crochet here, and go to this next stitch, and here have this 3rd single crochet here. So here it is. On our round number 3 we will have 3 single crochets on our first 3 stitches, and now next 2 stitches we will decrease our stitches. So here it is. We will insert our hook into the front loop of our this both the stitch. So it's 1 and 2. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and have this 1 stitch here. Here it is. And now we will repeat over this pattern all the way around, and over this round number 3. So again, for first 3 stitches have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Go to this next 2 stitches, insert your hook into this front loop and pull up your loop. Here it is, like this. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Here it is. Now repeat this pattern all the way around on this round, round number 3, and by the end of this round, round number 3, we will have 24 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. At the end of this round, round number 3, I got this 24 single crochets. Now I will take out this stitch marker, and now for round number 4, we will have 1 single crochet into each stitch for our first 2 stitches. So here it is. Have you this 1 single crochet. We are just going to have our this stitch marker back on and go to this next stitch and have 1 single crochet. So here it is. First 2 stitches, have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and now for the next 2 stitches we will decrease our stitch. So here it is. Insert your hook into the front loop of your next 2 stitches and pull up a loop, and you're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. And here it is. We're going to repeat over this pattern all the way around, and over this round, round number 4. So again, first 2 stitches, it's 1 and 2, have 1 single crochet into each stitch, and for next 2 stitches we will have our decreased stitch. So just insert your hook into the front loop of your this next 2 stitches, pull up your loop, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops. Here it is. Now repeat this pattern all the way around, and by the end we are going to have 18 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end of this round, round number 4, with my 18 single crochets. Here it is. At the end of this round, round number 4, I got this 18 single crochets, and now for my round number 5, I will take out this stitch marker, and here I will go to this first stitch and will have 1 single crochet here. So simply have 1 single crochet into this first stitch, have this stitch marker back on, and now for next 2 stitches we will decrease our stitches. So insert your hook into the front loop of your next 2 stitches. It's 1 and 2, pull up your loop. Here it is. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and here it is. And now we will repeat over this pattern all the way around, and over this round, round number 5. And by the end of this round, round number 5, we will have 12 single crochets. So again, have 1 single crochet only, and then next 2 stitches we will have our decreased stitch. So just pull up your loop from your next 2 stitches and have your this 1 decrease stitch. Here it is, like this. Repeat this pattern all the way around, and you're going to have your 12 single crochets, and I will meet you at the end of this round, round number 5. And here it is. At the end of this round, round number 5, I got this 12 single crochets, and now we will fill our this turtle here. So just have your this soft toy filling and just fill up your this turtle. And while filling your this turtle, just make sure that your filling is not too tight and it is not even too loose. So simply just have your this soft toy filling in a moderate way and fill up your this turtle, and here it is. So here it is. It is all filled up and it looks like this. And now for our final round, round number 6, we will have only decreased stitches. So here it is. I'm just going to take out this stitch marker from here, and I will go to this first stitch. So this is my first stitch, and here I will insert my hook into the front loop of this first stitch, and we'll grab the yarn. We'll go to the second stitch, insert my hook into the front loop, and we'll yarn over and we'll pull up a loop, and here it is. I'm going to have 3 loops in a hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops, and that's going to be our first stitch. And we will repeat over this pattern all the way around on our this round, round number 6. So here it is. We will just have decreased stitches, and at the end of this round, round number 6, we will have 6 single crochets. So here it is. Keep on having this decreased stitches, and I will meet you at the end. Here it is. By the end of this round, round number 6, I got this 6 single crochets. Here it is. And now I'm just going to take out this stitch marker here, and I will simply cut my yarn. So just going to cut along the tail here, and we'll secure this last stitch here. Here it is, and we're gonna need needle here. So here it is. Just have a needle here, and now we will close our this loop. So simply insert your needle into each of your this stitch and close your this circle or this loop in here like this. Tighten up your work. You can have one little knot here to secure your yarn Here it is. And now hide your this end in, and I will meet you after that. Here it is. It is all done, nice and secure. Hide your this end in, and I will meet you after that. Here it is. And here it is. Our nice little cute turtle is ready. Here it looks like this. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.